Hi, my dear children. This is your second biology class. In the last video, we discussed the structural unit of the nervous system, that is, neuron, its structure and functions. Today, we are going to learn an important part of the neuron, that is, myelin sheath. What is myelin sheath? How is it formed? What are the major functions of the myelin sheath? That we discuss today. Look at the image. Can you name the part which encircle the axon? Yes, that is called the Schwann cell. Schwann cell encircle the axon repeatedly. It contains a membrane. It is a membrane which containing lipid. So we can say that myelin sheath is formed by Schwann cell. Here you can see another image. Can you identify the part present in it? Yes, we can see axon, and axon is repeatedly covered by Schwann cell. Myelin sheath is formed by two ways. We learned that nerve is a group of axons. Myelin sheath in the nerve is formed of Schwann cells, but myelin sheath in the brain and spinal cord is formed by another special type of cells called oligodendrocytes. The myelin sheath has a shiny white color. Therefore, the part of the brain and the spinal cord with the myelin sheath are present in abundance is called white matter, and the part where non-myelinated nerve cell, that means myelin is absent, are present is called grey matter. So, are you clear the difference between white matter and grey matter? White matter means the myelinated part of the nerve cell, and grey matter means non-myelinated part of the nerve cell. Most of the axons are covered by myelin sheath, but there are certain neurons without myelin sheath. What are the main functions of the myelin sheath? The major functions of myelin sheath are to provide nutrients and oxygen to the axon. Secondly, it accelerates impulses. Accelerate means it is speed up impulses. Third function, it acts as an electric insulator. And the fourth function is it protects the axon from external shocks. Now, are you clear how the myelin sheath is formed? Once again, the myelin sheath is formed by two ways. In the nerve, myelin sheath is formed by Schwann cell, and in brain and spinal cord, myelin sheath is formed by oligodendrocyte. Next, we can study about the generation and transmission of impulses. What is impulse? Impulses are messages transmitted through the neurons. We already understood that stimulus and response. For example, when we touch on a hot object, we suddenly withdraw our hands. Here, touch is the stimulus and withdrawal of our hand is the response. At the same time, in the receptors, the impulses are generated. So, impulses are the messages, and according to the messages, the brain and spinal cord control and coordinate the bodily activities, or the brain and spinal cord direct the activity of the body. Then, how the impulses are generated and how is it transmitted? Here you can see an image. Observe the image. The outer surface of the plasma membrane of the neuron is positively charged, and the inner surface is negatively charged. Why? It is due to the difference in the distribution of certain ions. When stimulated or a stimulus occur, the distribution of ions in that particular part changes, and hence the inner surface become positively charged and the outer surface become negatively charged. That you observed in the image shared here. This momentary charge difference stimulate its adjacent part, and similar changes occur there too. Therefore, this process proceeds and reaches to the brain. Then only brain send the messages reverse also. Do you know impulses get transmitted as electric charges, and the nerve impulses are messages transmitted through the neurons. Then can you say the answer to my question? What are the charges on either side of the plasma membrane? Is outer side of the plasma membrane has positively charged, and inner side of the plasma membrane has negatively charged at a resting stage. And what is the change occur when stimulus occurred? These charges, positive charge become negative and negative charge become positive. Is it clear? Then we can learn about what is synapse, how does impulses are transmitted from one neuron to the adjacent neuron. To understand it, first of all, we can study about the structure of synapse. What is synapse? How the impulse transmission takes place through the synapse. Look at the video shared here.
Transmission of impulses through synapse. The junction between a neuron and another cell is called synapse. Synapse can be formed between two neurons or a neuron and a muscle cell or a neuron and a glandular cell. Stimuli are received by the dendrite. The impulse thus formed passes through dendron, cell body, axon, axonite and reaches the synaptic node. When the impulse reaches the synaptic node, neurotransmitters are secreted to the synaptic cleft. Neurotransmitters convert electric impulses into chemical impulses. These chemical impulses stimulate the adjacent cells and the impulses reach there. Innumerable numbers of impulses are transmitted through the neurons and synapse during every second.
Synapse is the junction between two neurons or a neuron and a muscle cell or a neuron and a glandular cell. When electric impulses from the axon reach the synaptic node, certain chemical substances are secreted from there to the synaptic cleft. Can you see the synaptic cleft here? It is the space between the two neurons, between the dendrites of one neuron and the axonites of another neuron. These chemical substances secreted to the synaptic cleft are called neurotransmitters. What is the role of neurotransmitters? These neurotransmitters stimulate the adjacent dendrite or the next cell, and therefore a new electric impulses are generated in the dendrites of the adjacent neuron. And acetylcholine and dopamine are the examples of neurotransmitters. And the main function of synapse, it helps to regulate the speed and direction of impulse. These impulses generated in the receptor cells reach the brain. As in the way, from one neuron to the adjacent neuron, impulses reach to the brain. And after that, the brain analyzes the impulse and it gives direction for proper response. Synapses are of three types. Which are they? It is a junction between one neuron and a nerve cell. Secondly, it is a junction between one neuron and a muscle cell. And the third type is one neuron and a glandular cell.